GNT show is intended for mature audiences. Parental discretion is advised. These are the voyages of the GNT show. Our continuing mission to explore Star Trek storytelling, to seek out new worlds and interesting characters, to bold we got where no show has gone before. Live long and prosper, bitches.
And welcome back to...
Doesn't that remind you of the early shows when we would have the musical break halfway through?
Yeah, it does. It's kind of cool. But, yeah.
Weren't those also 4-hour shows?
Yeah, they were pretty long.
Some.
Yeah, some.
What you playing?
Especially if we had Al Rivera on, they would be 6-hour shows. It was awesome, to a degree. And then we kind of got tired. Then we got old. Then we got old. Oh my God! So we have just under 2 hours left in the telethon spectacular, the star-studded thing. Oh my God, it was awesome! So many great guests, wonderful to talk to. I was so I really wasn't worried about how much content we would have. We had so many wonderful guests, but we want to send our thanks out to everybody who did come and join us throughout the previous 23 hours. It was really nice just to talk and shoot the breeze. And again, thanks to all of our donors over this whole period. I wasn't sure how we would do and how functional we would be at this point, but I think we're doing pretty good.
I think we're doing pretty good. People have been impressively generous. I mean, and with their money, with their time, with their spreading the message, and just their overall support, their kindness, keeping us awake in the chat room. Just
yes. Thanks to Club 602, son, David.
God, we love you.
Gang.
Thank you.
We love you.
Genuine zealous.
The chat room has been
hopping.
I mean, we've
all
had
night.
15 average all night long.
All night long.
Yeah. Easily
15 people in the chat room all night long. And it was just such a pleasure to have you join us and to spend time with us. And the thought that you gave us your gift of time as well just to be with us is just, it means an awful lot. We're so impressed.
We're all for claps.
We're all for claps. Okay.
My dear, I believe they are getting the vapors.
And you had sleep.
I know.
Okay, I have a few links in no particular order.
Okay. Let's see how many you and I have in common. There's not a whole lot of Star Trek news, per se.
I have 19 links.
Holy crap, dude.
It's still been a week.
Which one
No, it hasn't.
Since the
been
last
50
show?
years.
It's been 50 years.
Feels like it.
Rip Van
I
Klingon.
walked into the wall going to the bathroom on that break, by the way.
Ouch.
I did that 3 breaks ago. I have a link for Shore Leave.
Oh, that's right. Very cool.
Big announcement. Terry Erdman.
What
Convention
the
day.
fuck?
Shield Khan.
Khan. Shield Khan.
Jesus Christ.
I think it's cute.
Wait. Let me see if I can get this straight. The bumper was her screaming "con" and then saying "ventions."
Convention
news, yeah.
Totally.
It works.
It works. I think it works.
It definitely works. I just couldn't exactly hear what she said because Nick went, "What the?"
That's true.
So, Shore Leave Convention. They announced that their first guest for Shore Leave 38 is our friends.
Oh, Terry Erdman and Paula Blanc.
And Terry, yes. So they will both be appearing to talk about their careers in film, television, and licensing and publicity.
Publicity?
Yes, publicity.
Yeah, we're there.
And of course, they're going to be talking about, their costumes in the pop-up books. So definitely got to check that out. It's going to be awesome. But that's their first guests announced for Shore Leave.
Wow, that's cool. I'm excited about Shore Leave this year specifically because it won't be on the same weekend as the Star Trek Las Vegas con, so it's going to be quite a refresher to be able to see or cover both of them. Really, to cover both of them. What else you got, Mikey?
Let's see. I'm looking.
I know. I'm like, I got.
I'm hearing audio. 1 second.
Oh.
Okay. I guess let's go to unofficial productions.
Okay. I'm making sure there was no new news.
I made something Star Trek. Unofficial productions.
The Enterprise Blues Band. Love it. Very cool.
Katie's what, 18 now?
I know.
No.
After this show, yes.
I think she's. Going to be. I think she's going to be 7 next year.
Wow.
Drawing
think
Social
she's 6.
Security already.
First off, I'm going to talk about Stephen Fender. He's the gentleman who wrote the 2-book series based on the Romulan War and then the Klingon War. I can't remember the names. But he's got a one-off crossover novel for TNG and the original series. It's called Star Trek The Next Generation Pirates Cove. It takes place before Nemesis and I think after Insurrection, I believe it is. But he's trying to get money together to get it professionally edited and then create the books and whatnot for his Kickstarter. So there's that one.
Very cool. I know Renegades just fired up their Kickstarter.
Yep. I'm looking for that one.
Okay.
And here it is.
Pike will be launching their new one in the next day or two.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that one is going to be for.
They haven't said, have they?
Yeah, so as far as I know, they received the funding that they were looking for. Although I don't remember if they got their stretch goals or not. But here's the link for Renegades. This is for 2 episodes, 2 and 3. They are looking for $300,000 as their initial goal.
But the total goal is
it's like $1 million for both episodes.
It's like $1 million, right?
And,
so what their true goal is like $1 million to get both episodes out.
Both episodes and a new bridge for the Icarus, which is would you call it a hero ship? It's the Renegade ship. I guess it's the hero ship.
The protagonist ship, yeah.
Yeah. So like I said, they're serious about doing a 12-episode series. So this is the first 2 coming up after the initial pilots.
And they brought a lot of people on board. We talked about last week. They brought in Aaron Eisenberg and Sirach Lofton.
Terry Farrell.
Hannah, is it Hate? Yeah. And
it's Hana Hate.
Hana Hate.
Technically the first TNG character to join because she started as little tiny Molly on TNG.
Right. And
yeah, that's right. She was born on TNG.
You may now give birth.
Yep.
And
Renegades had an announcement.
Robert
this week.
Beltran as well.
Right.
Yeah.
And Melinda Snodgrass.
Yep.
Who will be writing for them. So.
Well, their new announcement this week is that they have Gary Graham back for episodes 2 and 3.
Very cool.
So,
and wasn't it announced a while back that Walter is basically hanging up Chekhov after these 2 episodes?
This is his last run. The last time he'll be forced to say nuclear vessels.
Yeah, pretty
People
much.
are wanting him to say that somehow in it.
Oh God, we're pathetic. Fans can be so pathetic.
What? I missed that. What?
Like that old Shatner SNL skit, Warp Factor 5,
oh, yeah.
Warp Factor 9, or whatever.
Our friends at the Red Shirt Diaries, episode 17, The Squire of Gothos.
I love that series.
Yeah, their new episode is out.
Hilarious.
So funny.
So check it out. I mean, in this one, the Squire is like trying so hard to pick her up, And yeah, so gotta check it out. It's hilarious.
She is so hilarious with her facial expression.
She's so sweet. I mean, just
you can tell by the look in the preview that she just won't have it. She just doesn't want it.
well, dude, come on. And we also need to thank Edie again for joining us and talking about Drunken Star Trek.
Oh, that's right. They do have the second episode out.
The second episode is out, and I almost beat it.
I have not seen the second episode.
Oh my god, it was so funny.
So I'm definitely going to be looking forward to that.
Terry, I just put in the chat room. It's one of those texts from last night, and it shows data. And it says, also, I just took a Ritalin with coffee, so if anyone wants to know what numbers sound like, I got you.
Gigi Edgley, although she is not a Star Trek fan, but she is she's familiar to science fiction fans. She's got a short film that she's got a Kickstarter for called Nexus. And
also, I actually met her at ZapCon here in Fresno around on the 17th and 18th. She was Chiana in Farscape.
Right.
And she's just an amazing, awesome person. So
she really is.
Down to earth and funny.
She is. She's going to be the special guest in the next episode of Continues. So that's pretty awesome.
And she talked about it it was a 2-day little convention, and on the first day, she had a panel talking about Farscape. The second panel she did was talking about her time working with the Jim Henson Company with that short-lived one-season sci-fi channel show, that the Jim Henson Creature Challenge show.
Yeah.
Which she just loves Jim Henson. She's always calling up Brian Henson going, put me in the next Dark Crystal, put me in this, put me in that, I want to do it. But she was saying she's really happy and excited to join Star Trek, even though it's, obviously continues. It's not a Paramount CBS thing, but she's like, I'm going to be a Trekkie now. She's looking into going to conventions. And so it's just really cool that for her to be excited to be in part of Star Trek Continues.
When I interviewed her at Allentown, we talked about all of that. She is so sweet.
And she puts out some music. There's a CD that I picked up. She also had a booth at in the vendor room, and I got a personalized photo, autographed, of course. But I picked up her CD.
She also writes comics.
Yeah, and I've played a couple of her songs on my show on Trek Radio and got great responses from it. It's also available on Amazon. You could get it at her website, gigiedgley.com, and just check her out, Facebook, Twitter, her own website. She's got a YouTube channel with interview videos. She puts out music that only goes to the YouTube, but she's got that, it's like a little EP or whatever, like a CD that's got like 3 or 4 songs on it, but it was cool. I really liked it.
We need to say goodbye. We're losing Jen Ucelis.
Good night, Jen.
Thanks for joining us earlier.
Next up, I have book news.
I want to briefly, just real quick, talk about, kind of go back to con news real quick and just say that Ronald B. Moore, Chase Masterson, and Camille, oh my gosh, I can't even pronounce. She played Kaiopaka. Yes, thank you. She played Kaiopaka. And
Camille Paglia?
No, shut up. Camille? No, it's something. God damn it, you're gonna make me sorry. I'm gonna go down and
to the Googling machine.
No, it's Saviola. Camille Saviola.
Savonarola.
Thank you. And Matt Frewer have all signed for the convention in August in Las Vegas. So
cool.
Those are new signees for the con. Okay. There is some product news, not a whole lot, but there is some. Some of the new products that we actually gave out over the past 24 hours from CBS are new. You heard us.
Product news.
What's that?
Product news.
Do we have
one? That one up.
Yes, we do.
Oh shit.
We have bumpers for everything now.
I need more Star Trek stuff. Product news.
That's
5-year
cute.
mission.
She's so fucking cute. So some of the things that we did get to talk about, or we actually gave away as prizes over the past 23 plus hours, were the new Star Trek TOS wall calendars, the new daily calendars for 2016. A lot of these have kind of nice tributes, and a lot of them are going to be TOS centric because of the 50th anniversary, which is next year. The new Star Trek Next Generation Warped, which is an engaging guide to the never aired 8th season based on at TNG Season 8 by Mike McMahon. We also gave away these really cool magnetic salt and pepper shakers, little transporter salt and pepper shakers, new Star Trek mugs, which have come out, as well as a new road trip board game, which is kind of like a board game that you play on a road trip, I guess.
Wow.
It's heavy. It's heavy. That's all I know.
It ain't heavy. It's my brother.
New Ships of the Line posters. These beautiful posters of the Ships of the Line that are done by Doug Drexler and kind of monitored by Mike Okuda, and beautiful, beautiful art quality frameable posters, and they're the size of the book. So if you have the book, you'll know it's about 7 inches tall and about 14 inches wide. And there's several different of the ships of the line in that are ready for framing. They come in a nice big pack, and you can get those now at your favorite bookseller. I saw them at Barnes & Noble. They also have them on Amazon. And now, we talked last week about these really cool pint glasses.
Yes.
They have other ones too now.
Oh.
And they have a new set, and they're $10 each, though. They're being sold separately, and they're logo glasses for. I'm gonna put these into the chat room real quick. And they're kind of clear, so they're not colors like they were last week, the ones that we saw. These actually have logos, which have the Starfleet Academy logo. There's the Medical Academy logo, the Science Academy, and then the Engineering Academy logos.
Very cool.
And I think they're very nice. And then finally, I know it's not product news, but it is a Star Trek license kind of thing, is the new Star Trek The Ultimate Voyage, which is the series of concerts that they're doing in celebration of not just the new movie coming out, but the 50th anniversary. This is an extensive tour. All of the dates for these concerts have been posted now at StarTrek.com. I will post those into the chat room, and you will see that there's page after page after page of dates. They are Jacksonville, Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, Tennessee, Virginia in February of 2016, Portland, Oregon, Washington, D.C., Kitchener, Ontario. So they're making it into Canada. Most of them seem to be in the West. There's Chicago in March, and then they drop down into California and Texas. Oh, man, wouldn't that be awesome? But they're Dune. They do Dune. They don't do Star Trek. So check it out and see if the concert's going to be anywhere near you, and see it. I've heard a couple of people who've been to the ones that they've already done, and they enjoyed them thoroughly. So
right on.
They are going to be apparently at the convention. So according to this, let me open this link and make sure it's in there. It's showing that as one of the dates, August 3rd through 7th at the Rio Suites Hotel, is the Star Trek 50th anniversary convention. It sounds to me like they're going to be doing the Ultimate Voyage with that as well.
Right on.
So cool.
I came across an interesting product. I don't know. I don't think it's available to anyone except a very select group of people. But it's the USS Tiderium. It's an Australian Star Trek fan club. They have this name badge. I have to say, this thing made me go, holy crap, I want one. But from what I understand, you have to be a member to get it. So if you happen to be a member of the Australian Star Trek fan club, the ship is the USS Tiderium. Dudes, check this out. This is like awesome.
It's pretty big.
Yeah, it looks really nice. So yeah, check it out. That's all I got for products.
Well, I know it came out? It was posted probably I think towards the beginning of the month. I don't know if you've already mentioned it, but did you see the Klingon bathrobe?
Oh yeah,
yes,
that was awesome.
Yeah,
I'm really wanting one of them.
We definitely talked about it.
Book news.
That's it.
Tell me a Star Trek story. Book news.
Is it me or has the clock stopped?
Seriously.
They're moving a lot slower.
We still have an hour and a half.
It's that last leg.
It's the
always
coffee.
the last leg.
Yeah.
Well, officially, Dayton had tweeted this week, happy book birthday to me and Kevin Dillmore. Star Trek Seekers #4. All that's left is in. So he tweeted a cover of the book. Looks pretty awesome. So get it from your favorite bookseller. Star Trek Seekers 4. Some of us are actually starting to read it, apparently.
Yeah. Well, it is out in the wild. You can get it from pretty much your favorite bookseller and Amazon or digital provider
Amazon's
as well.
already delivered mine.
Yeah.
And also this week, Dayton had also shared the original artwork for the cover of Seekers 4 without the text, without the titles, without anything. So this is the artwork that was submitted to CBS or to Simon & Schuster for approval to be used for the cover. So this is a beautiful picture. So check that out. I think it's wow. I mean, the book cover looks amazing, but this, I mean, it's a lot better.
Oh, hey, Generations Geek joined us too.
That's right.
Oh,
Scott Pearson, Generations Geek.
Are they here or?
No, but I just remembered Scott was with us.
No, we have to put it in the notes.
Yeah,
that's pretty. That's really pretty.
Yeah, it is. I have technology
Why
news.
is Steve posting about another show while this is happening?
Because he does that.
Steve.
I'm multitasking.
Steve.
So I have a piece of technology news, and then it looks like most of what I have left is either gaming news or a couple of discussion items.
Yeah, same here. I mean, we've kind of talked about the game news. All I can say, I think we should just briefly talk about the game news. Just briefly.
I want to play a Star Trek game. Gaming news.
Sweet.
She needs her own fan club.
She really does. So she's awesome. Sorry. Oh my God, that looks like it hurt.
Oh God.
Jesus Christ. So the gaming news, we talked an awful lot about Star Trek Online over the night. And namely because we had the opportunity to talk to Al Rivera at length. We got to talk to Thomas and Nick and other people who play the game, like James and David and everybody
Club
else.
602.
Yeah, Club 602. Everybody.
P1.
Priority 1. It's been great. But there is some news. So if you're just now joining us, the news is, of course, that the new season is live. So season 11 is live with a new featured episode called Sunrise. This featured episode features the voice of our very good friend Kipley Brown.
Kipley! Kipley! Oh God, it started.
It started. So Kipley is doing the voice.
The Great Gonzo.
Just don't bring out the chickens. Just don't bring out the chickens.
Well, and her character is voiced in the Chicago accent, right?
That was fun.
That's in the mirror.
If you guys weren't here, Kipley doing a Chicago accent.
Oh, hilarious!
All that was missing was the snorting and the like pulling up of the belt buckle.
Oh, the belt buckle.
Yeah. Which we don't know she wasn't doing.
Well, that's true. She might have been doing the characterization. But she does a voice of a new species in the game. We've never met them before. And like she says, she thinks of them as being rather xenophobic. And yet you are there to help them with their failing star. We won't tell you anything else. You have to go play the episode.
That star's name? Julia Roberts.
But we're very happy to see Kipley in the game and featured so highly. We just love her. But also with season 11 comes a couple of new tech things that we have all gotten some great clarification on when we talked to Al.
Yes, that was a very informative interview.
It really, really was, because I really liked the new Admiralty system, and I got a lot of great tips about how the Admiralty system works, along with what will be the forthcoming dry docking system. I can't get through it without laughing.
Dry docking?
Dry docking.
Why, I may have a meme just for that, Terry.
As long as it's not snowballing.
Oh boy.
Excuse me. Oh my god. I really can't. Nick started it, and now I can't get through it without laughing.
The dry docking?
Yes. And so now with the new dry dock system is the ability for us to have pretty much as many ships as we need to send out on away missions for our fleet Admiralty system. And I was a little worried about how that was going to work, and whether or not if we put a ship into dry dock, does that mean that we took it out of rotation?
I can't find
when
it.
It's actually the other way around, when we find out that the new dry dock system will allow us to take ships out of our active fleet, meaning the ships you actually want to fly, as opposed to the ones that you want to use in the Admiralty system, which you can now put into the dry dock system, and they can still go out on your Admiralty missions, which I think is pretty freaking fantastic, which means all of those ships that I have in boxes sitting in my inventory in my bank can now be unpacked when that goes live. So great clarification on the Admiralty system.
It is not live yet.
It is not live yet, correct. He said it comes out with 11.5? Or is it sooner than that?
I thought he said a couple weeks.
A couple weeks or so?
Yeah, in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I know that they're doing some fine-tuning on it. But it's great news. It really is great news for those of us who really like the new system and want to be able to unpack more ships to use, because I can tell you right now I suck at science so bad. And there's there really is two very, very rare missions that I would like to send ships out on that I'm just holding in pattern right now until I can unpack more science ships to get them out there. So it's cool. I really like the new Admiralty system. I really love the new featured episode. I love so far what they've done with the new Cardassian arc. They completely revamped it, featuring another one of our good friends, Chase Masterson, is at this point in time Captain Lita.
I couldn't play the remastered episodes. It hadn't actually got the enabled buttons for some strange reason.
You should be getting the actual automatic assignment from, it's not even Admiral Quinn, it's a commander at DS9.
Yeah.
My automatic assignments are switched off, so it looks like if it's switched off, well, it means that other people who do that will also have a problem. Because,
well, no, I mean, why can't you go into your episodes and get them from there?
No, because the button for replaying and picking them up and hailing are disabled.
Oh, really?
Why?
I don't know. That's the strange thing.
Have you completed the prerequisite?
There's one introductory mission.
I've completed every mission.
There's an
It's a level 60 character.
Okay, because there's a new introductory mission that you have to go to DS9 and meet the new contact.
Yeah, I was on that contact.
I was on DS9 when I got it, and
and you had to go upstairs to the ops, and you had to meet her. Right.
Yeah.
That's all you need to do.
There's the dry docking one.
Yeah, I tried. I went to go to DS9 and then quit out of it, so I haven't gone to Ops yet. So I will try that one.
Yeah, they're really great. I love these. These were episodes that I think everybody agreed needed to be revamped, and I'm very glad that they did. And I love the new kind of influence of Lita and the Mirror Universe, and it's finding out that it's a little bit of a bigger picture than you first realized.
Timelines?
Yeah, and then I just want to say, and finally there is a new battle zone.
Yeah, I haven't checked that out yet.
I haven't checked it out yet, but in the Badlands...
It's a much more simplified version of the Undine battle zone.
Which I don't think I've ever played.
Wait,
except those plasma storms are an absolute nightmare if they hit your ship.
Yes, they do have the Undine do have a space. It's the Voth battle zone.
Oh, I count that as Voth. I don't count that as Undine.
That's the place where the Undine took over.
What kind of reputation do you get? In 8472, right?
Yeah,
I don't give a damn about my reputation.
Yeah. Well, this also has a new reputation system attached to it, and it is for level 60 and above, I believe. So,
yeah,
It's I have not been there yet. I'm still getting through the revamped Cardassian episodes, and then I'll head over there.
Okay, timelines.
Now timelines.
The only bit of news that I had seen was in honor of Robert Picardo's birthday, and they revealed the Doctor. So,
cool.
The Doctor will be in timelines, and that's all I saw for timelines this week.
Okay, there you
go. Okay, looks like I have one bit of general news, and then
hold on. Speak to maybe the last thing about gaming. I don't know if you've already touched on it. I just saw the update. I know that you play and have gotten really far with Star Trek Trexels, and I just saw the update that they've just recently added the Voyager and the DS9 Voyager style uniform. So that's something that I was happy to see.
I didn't know about the DS9. Well,
he's had unfortunate problems with that.
Yeah, speaking of Trexels, there is a way to migrate from one device to another. However, I messed up. It involves linking your game on one device to Facebook before you install and activate and start playing the game on the new device. I did it backwards. So the game that I ended up linking to Facebook was the new game starting from the beginning.
No.
So I could not go through and do that. And when I did link it and sync it, I overwrote what I had. So there's no way to retrieve it. So
have you tried, I mean, it could be a long shot, but have you tried customer support type thing?
I have contacted them, and they're the ones that told me about how to do the transfer. Yeah. And that's when I realized, oh crap, I'm screwed. However, a friend did point out that there was a forum post where I could request them to, for any funds that I contributed to the game, they're willing to recredit to the new game. However, I really haven't spent all that much money on it, so that's the downside. I wouldn't really get back a lot of what I had done. So, but yeah.
Well, at least they're stand up enough to offer that. That's really good of them.
Yeah, they didn't have to even have to do that.
Grim. Oh, Grim, you were just asking for somebody to come over you and kick you right in the teeth.
Yes, Grim, I have. All right, so we have all I have left is one piece of general news and one piece of technology news. Which would you like to go?
Technology news first.
All right, so Steve.
Hey, I saw that on Star Trek. Technology news.
So cute.
What's new in the Star Trek?
Oops.
Oh, jumped the gun there, dude. Okay, so according to Sky News, scientists have created a Star Trek tractor beam. Not quite a tractor beam, but it's kind of a hybrid between a possible force field and a tractor beam. But it uses...
It uses sound waves.
Yeah, it uses sound waves in order to hold an object in place. So in a sense, it's kind of, like I said, a hybrid between a tractor beam and a force shield of some form. But I thought it was interesting and something worth talking about in this particular little segment. So there's the link in the chat room. Check it out.
Yeah, I think it's funny is that a lot of these are coming out now, and you know, it's like scientists build a working Star Trek tractor beam, and real life tractor beam can levitate objects using sound waves. And then my brain goes, okay, that's all well and good for Earth, but sound can't travel where there's no air. So I don't know how it would work in space.
That is true. So I guess that's kind of why it's kind of more like almost like a force field.
A force field thing. That might be useful here on Earth. Heck yeah.
Could be useful for like anti-grav purposes. You know, the grav lifts, being able to haul cargo around a starbase. That would be useful for that.
I think that, this is a good place for them to start, because you start with what you know.
That's right.
And then you build upon that. And, with a lot of the things that we have going on and discussions about colonizing Mars, even though that is quite far away, but we're getting closer every day, I think that technology will kind of tie itself together between this and that.
Well, I've seen other forms of projects developing tractor beams, and one of them that I remember saying would work in space. But it involves almost like a magnetic tether. It would kind of use like magnetism in order to manipulate an object in zero gravity. So again, they're all variations. There's a lot of different people kind of working on the same problem. Nobody has cracked it quite yet. They just have different takes. So general news.
What's new in the Star Trek universe? General news.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, you first.
All right. It looks like in a upcoming episode of Big Bang Theory, the Spock resonance, Adam Nimoy will be making an appearance to record Sheldon for his real life documentary.
That's really funny.
About
Talk
his
about
father.
Life within fiction. That's pretty funny.
For the love of Spock, yeah. So it's obviously an advertisement or a little endorsement of this particular project, but I thought that was noteworthy. So. It looks like it. Let's see. I thought I saw a date, but I'm not seeing it right this moment.
It also says Will Wheaton will be reprising his recurring role as well.
Yeah.
We do have some sad news. We talked about it earlier in the evening last night. We got the news that Howard A. Anderson, visual effects artist for Star Trek, passed away last night at the age of 95. We spoke a little bit about him when Larry Nemechek was with us as well, but I'll put that link in the chat room. But our love and condolences to his family.
Yes.
This day in television history, WTVY.com posted this, and they said November 1st, 1968, Star Trek's Day of the Dove airs. So the episode, which was really tiny. I think this is the first time I ever saw a female Klingon.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mara.
And
Yeah.
to think that
that was brutal because Chekhov tries to rape her.
Yes. That we're the bad guys.
Yeah.
Serial. I mean, it's just serial. But that was this year almost. Well, again, 1968, so I was 4 years old. So, third season, that's about right, yeah. Because I think that's when I really started to understand Star Trek. I'd watched it with my uncle when I was 4. So
we have an hour left.
I know.
Yep.
Yes.
We should probably remind everyone what prizes we have left.
Oh, that's right.
This is a winner. This is a donor. The highest donor take all.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Even the seat?
No, not the seat. The seat is the highest. The highest for the whole thing.
But the highest bidder for the rest of this hour as well?
Might as well extend it because we haven't gotten any donors.
Okay, we did.
Yet.
Okay, cool.
So
we've got a copy of the autobiography of James T. Kirk.
TNG Season 8 Warped.
Yep. Star Trek.
Mike, are you sure we haven't gotten any donations this hour?
Last time I checked, which was a moment before we started talking, nothing has come to me yet.
I was just told to tell you to double check.
I'm checking.
Hold on, somebody else is double checking. They're doing a discount double check. Hey, Roger! Typing furiously.
All right.
You guys can keep talking.
I know, it's dead air. Either way, it's the Star Trek, the original series, wall calendar, the Ships of the Line poster set, a Skeletrex action figure,
and a 3-pack alien ship model kit that has the Ferengi Marauder, the KDF Bird of Prey, and the Romulan Warbird all in one package, and it's assembly required.
Yeah, I'm gonna kick Steve right in the shin.
If you're the highest bidder from now to the end of the show, and then of course the highest bidder overall gets the tickets.
Ticket. One ticket.
Yes, one ticket.
It's one ticket.
Ein Ticket, bitte.
It is one ticket to the Star Trek Las Vegas commander level seat, reserve seat for the entire convention, and it includes all the benefits thereof, including the parties and anything else the commander's level tickets get to do. So, yay. Do we have a total yet, or are we still looking?
The total so far, and I have not seen anything come across any of the 4 windows that I have open.
Our total... do a little thing first.
Huh?
What's that?
Who? What?
Huh?
Why is
There we go.
There we go.
Oh man, this is everything.
Not quite.
We're gonna get the crickets too.
I'm sorry. Every time I hear this, I just think of like one of those Captain Proton scenes from Voyager.
Oh, thank you, Lola.
Wow.
We have. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Mike with applause.
Thank you.
Fucking Steve, man.
We have. Thanks to your generosity, we have brought in $1,260.17.
Thank you.
Across GoFundMe, PayPal, and Patreon.
Nice.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys
why
so
is
very
Lemmy
much.
taking over our chat room?
She is?
Thank you
Lemmy.
so much.
No, not Lem. Lemmy from Motorhead.
Oh, I don't know. I don't even know who that is. Whatever.
You don't know who Motorhead is?
Ace of Spades.
Honey,
Sorry.
I know who they are. Do I listen to them? No. There you have it. Oh,
Don't make me throw down in the last hour of this bitch.
What are you saying? You know who Leve Smith and the Red Hot Skillet Lickers are? Then
What? What?
Exactly.
You said something about the Red Hot Nandigar? What the hell did you say?
I said, do you know who Leve Smith and the Red Hot Skillet Lickers are?
Sure. They opened for Kiki Friedman and the Texas Jew Boys.
Liar.
What?
It was the second round of the chamber for the Sex Pistols, wasn't it?
Oh my God. So thank you again very, very much for all of your donations and helping to keep us on the air, even in crazy 24-hour, 25-hour shows as this. Yeah. We're going to answer your question now. When we first planned this,
we didn't know.
We didn't know.
Not really.
And next time we'll plan it for the other turning of the clock.
Other weekend, whatever that is. So we'll have a real 24-hour show, not a 25.
No, it'll be 23.
With 3 Braga hours in the middle of it all. Oh my God.
23 hours, thank God.
Yeah,
we could have been asleep by now.
That show, I think, might end up being too easy.
Again,
okay.
We do have one front runner for the final gift. By the way, we didn't have anybody this one, so everything gets carried over.
Yes.
For the final hour. We'll have 2 winners. So one for person who donates during that hour, and then one for the total over the 25-hour period is the highest donation that we've received will win the ticket. So there you go. So let's talk more a little bit about Star Trek General News. Okay, I had to laugh because again, you get these articles that come across your desk, and in light of the new Star Wars trailer, which did to Star Wars fans what pretty much any Star Trek trailer does to Star Trek fans, which is throw them all into a big tizzy.
Mm-hmm.
What came out of the Star Wars over analysis of the trailer was everybody's like, oh shit, they're making Luke the bad guy, right?
Yeah, that's one belief.
That's one of the beliefs is that Luke has gone rogue, right? Oh
you know
my
what?
God!
I just want to remind someone. Although they even had Mark Hamill say that he is not Kylo Ren, a part of me does have to remind people, it's not Khan. It's not.
I don't know if Disney would let them do that, though.
I don't know. I bet they would.
I don't know. This is JJ we're talking about.
But the mouse is more powerful than JJ.
I don't
know. I've heard that Disney is letting JJ run with it. That's what I've heard. So,
but he didn't write it.
That's true. Exactly. But I'm just saying.
He did not write it.
I saw a picture earlier this week of the supposed soundtrack, and I don't know if that was true or not. And one of the tracks near the end of the film is called Jar Jar Dies.
Oh, I don't know. That sounds like a troll move to me.
Yeah, that really does.
I know.
No reason that some bitch should have lived that long anyway.
One of the tracks was the Chewie and Leia marriage or wedding.
Well, either way, I put a link in the chat room because on top of everybody at Star Wars having a shit fit about the possibility that Luke turned to the dark side, comes out this
oh fuck.
This article from moviepilot.com which says, quote, Star Trek Beyond is Kirk going evil.
And the Klingon's the good guy. Hi, Idris Elba.
And laid out before us is this person reasoning for why he believes that Kirk has gone rogue. So I just have to say, I don't know about you, but I think that would be the nail in the coffin for this.
Oh my gosh!
Don't you think?
I'm looking at the
I had to laugh.
The little survey at the end. It says Kirk, under the influence of Khan's blood, attacked people. Kirk, under the influence of Khan's blood, destroyed his home planet. Kirk, unaffected by the blood, accidentally does something that causes this. Elba speaks with Spock and learns to hate all existence, or none of these above.
Oh, and there's a bonus one. I want to write my own post about it.
I know. It's like, okay. I thought it was funny, the whole, here it is, Khan's blood, manipulating Kirk now. It's like, really? Blood? Are we talking about midichlorians here?
Anybody like Elba's Eco gear?
That's his that's his picture from Pacific Rim.
Yeah, that is.
But doesn't it look like Stowe's Mako?
It looks like it looks like every space armor now, from Halo to Battle.
I don't play them.
Because it looks like everything.
Yeah, sure. It looks like the Mako gear. If the Mako gear had the Romulan insignia on the pauldrons.
I don't think that's a Romulan insignia. That's from Pacific Rim. So that's from Pacific Rim. So no, I just had to laugh because all of a sudden everybody's like, oh my god, Luke might be the bad guy, and all of a sudden Star Trek fan goes, ooh, but what if we get the bad guy? What if they turn our guy into a bad guy? Oh my god, it's gonna be a bad guy.
All of this could have been fucking just never happened if Uncle Owen had let him go to Tashi Station for those fucking power converters.
Oh my god, you guys are gonna laugh.
You know what?
I was watching this week with one of my favorite cartoons.
John Oliver?
No, one of my favorite cartoons ever is a Disney cartoon. It's like a Disney kids cartoon. It's called Phineas and Ferb. Have you ever seen this show?
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, I love Phineas.
My son loves that.
And Phineas and Ferb have a Star Wars episode where Phineas and Ferb are like Luke and Uncle Owen's like neighbor, right? Except they're the really cool neighbor. They can do everything that Luke can't. And they accidentally run into the R2 unit before he gets delivered to Leia, and accidentally spits out the CD.
Oopsie.
The CD that in black Sharpie says Death Star plans. And they spent the rest of the cartoon trying to beat Luke to the R2 unit to return the Death Star plans. Meanwhile, through the whole thing, their sister, who always tries to tattle on him, is part of the Empire. Oh my! I roared. Oh my god! It was hilarious. It was so funny. So I just had to share that because it just made me laugh about Tashi Station, because there's the whole sequence where Luke and Uncle Owen are there. And he's bitching about Tashi Station, and both the kids are looking at him like, "Oh, we can go there." It's just really fun.
It's going to turn out that all 9 Star Wars movies, and I'm including the two that haven't actually been made yet,
right,
are going to turn out to be, a bad pizza-induced dream for Jar Jar Binks.
Who'll be like in the shower?
A stoner dream.
Yeah, come out of the shower,
smoking a big old joint
with Pam Ewing.
Misa dripping.
You know what? That doesn't bother me one bit because it means all the Star Wars fans have a reason to hate JJ.
Oh God, that's too funny. That would be hilarious. Of course, it'll never happen. But
yeah,
I'm just jealous.
So am I, which is why I feel comfortable poking fun.
I do too. And what other general news do we have, my dear?
Well, general news, none. But I do have a couple things that could be worth discussing for a minute or two.
Cool.
One of them was timely yesterday, which was the horror of Star Trek, a Halloween viewing guide. So maybe this would be adequate for next year.
Schisms.
And they do count down some quite frightening episodes of Star Trek. So
okay, I have to ask: Did Macrocosm freak anybody else out?
No.
Oh man,
I kept thinking they're trying to do aliens.
It was tense,
that was
but
actually
it wasn't
very creepy.
It was tense, but it wasn't.
I just kept thinking they're trying to do aliens.
That's just gross. It freaked me out a little bit. Blech.
Well, the first item or the first episode that they mention is Star Trek TOS Episode 1, Season 1, which is the Man Trap with the salt vampire.
That was frightening.
When I first saw
She's just kind of weird looking.
The first time I saw it, yes, I was terrified.
Were you?
And and ever since then, I told you I want the salt vampire in a Star Trek Lego video game. I want to be able to play this thing, and that is why, because I was so terrified of it when I was growing up.
Huh. Interesting.
Next one on the list is Star Trek TOS Episode 1, Season 1, Episode 25, The Devil in the Dark. The Horda, I guess, was...
The Horda.
Kind of frightening, I guess.
That was a nice episode. I like that.
No,
yeah,
the Horda isn't frightening. The Horda is a good mother.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she did kind of vaporize the guys there in the mining operation.
Oh, I kind of deserved it.
Because she's protecting her children.
Yeah,
but we don't know that at the time.
She ran over them and left, a skeleton behind.
Well, understandably, we don't know it in the beginning, but she certainly it's a behavior a lot like. I mean, I sort of look at the Horda mother as being almost like a grizzly bear mother.
Right, it's frightening as shit, man. You get near that baby.
Janet, just say it. She's like a Jewish mother.
and it would be even more frightening if that bear had no hair.
Oh, tell me about it. Poor bear.
If that bear had no hair.
The bear, no hairless bear. Aw, sad hairless bear.
Do we dare?
The next one on the list is Star Trek Next Generation. I'm trying.
I know.
Season 4, Episode 17, Night Terrors.
I think I saw that once.
There
Wait a minute. Is that the one where Deanna's floating?
It's that they have a picture of the scene where Beverly Crusher's in the morgue, and there's all these dead bodies.
The bodies that sit up,
and they all sit up. Yeah, so that's the scene or the photo that they have, and they've got the commercial for it as well. The next one, I'm kind of confused by it, but I guess it might be kind of scary. Star Trek TOS Season 3, Episode 4. And the children shall lead.
That's scary because it's so bad.
That's kind of what I was thinking. Next up is Star Trek The Next Generation, Season 7, Episode 19, Genesis. Science Run Amok. That's the one where Barclay de-evolves into a spider and Riker becomes a caveman.
Again, that wasn't scary.
It was just weird.
It was just with the de-evolving one?
Yeah.
With
Worf was the crazy exoskeleton beast.
With Neanderthal
Deanna was the
Riker?
fish.
Yes, Neanderthal Riker.
Oh my god, that was hilarious.
Yeah, I didn't
Livingston
think it
was pissed. I can tell you that. Like, get the fuck out of my water, dude.
Well, isn't that where the episode where, parallel dimensions or whatever, that was where Spot, who was a male, became a female because she was pregnant, and the amniotic fluid was the solution to the problem.
Yes, and Nurse Agawa ended up being the cure-all for the humanoid.
That was. Pastors. I just have to add. What were they smoking in the writers' room for that? Seriously, it was like, oh man.
Well, hold on.
Placenta would be the awesome. Wouldn't that be so sciencey? That would be so sciencey, man. Let's do that.
You could kind of argue that science run amok. It's stem cell research, but not really.
An aggressive virus that becomes airborne. But quick side note: do you think masks should be on this list?
I hate that episode.
I hate that episode
with a
too.
Passion.
Star Trek TOS.
I actually liked that episode.
By that point, I was so tired of Brent Spiner doing the different.
I'm an old man.
Yeah, Oh god.
Star Trek TOS Season 2, Episode 14, Wolf in the Fold. And what's scary about it is the whole Jack the Ripper angle.
But the only thing that I would agree with that one, except that when they give the Jack the Ripper dude the shot and he's giggling and shit as they take him out, it just made me laugh out loud. And they carry him over their shoulder.
Yeah.
But the setup to it with the dancer and the murder and then all of that, I liked that.
Yeah.
Here's one we can all agree is creepy. The Thaw.
Yeah. Star Trek Voyager, Season 2, Episode 23. That's the one where a fear-inspired virtual reality.
The clown.
With the clown?
With the clown.
The Michael McKean clown.
Yes. God, no.
Yes.
All I kept thinking was, it's Lenny. Where's Squiggy?
Actually, Michael McKean can frighten the fuck out of
me. And also, I kept waiting for him to sing Big Bottom.
He was scared. He was creepy in that. He was
big bottoms, talk about bum cakes. My girl's got 'em.
Next up is Star Trek Next Generation, Season 4, Episode 18, Identity Crisis. And it says Body Snatchers. An alien species has a very unique and terrifying way of breeding. And Geordie LaForge is their next victim.
Oh, is that the one where he ends up down on the planet in the glowy, veiny suit?
See-through, yeah.
Yeah, it was trippy.
No, again.
Although, wasn't that the other half of who else? There was like a famous person in that episode. It was like Stevie Nicks or some shit.
Oh, yeah, okay. I remember.
No, you're thinking of the one with Mick Fleetwood?
No, that's Fishman. I'm talking down on the planet in the glowy suits of veins, right? They only showed up in like ultraviolet light.
Yeah.
See,
there was somebody in one of those suits too.
Now, Mike, are you going from like the last to the first?
I'm going
here,
from the
or is
top
this
down.
Okay, because where's the episode that we talked about 19 hours ago, where the second episode of Enterprise, where they come across the ship with all the dead bodies that are being drained? That was far scarier than any of these.
Strange New World. I just remember the name of it.
Yeah.
Well, the next one on the list is Star Trek Enterprise Episode 3, or Season 3, Episode 5, which is Impulse, which is Zombie Vulcans.
It's Zombie Vulcans.
That one I'll take.
That one's scary.
Yes, that one was definitely scary.
Trillium sniffers.
Next is TOS Season 2, Episode 13, Obsession. It's got the Boogeyman. Kirk is confronted with a monster from his childhood, a murderous cloud-like entity, and becomes obsessed
with Ensign Garrick.
Yep.
God,
and then next is Frame of Mind. Riker descends into a madness in an asylum.
I like that episode.
That's a good one.
It's a good episode. That's scary because of how truly
Frakes fucking
he nails it.
Yeah.
What
he really
is
does.
Reality?
Yeah, exactly. That's what scares. What scares me the most are the things, the shit that can really happen.
Yeah.
So that was one.
This one is The Haunting of Deck 12. That's the one, Voyager, where Neelix tells the children a ghost story.
Who put this this list together?
I don't know. And why isn't Schisms on it? I'm just saying.
Schisms is the next one.
And it's not like up at the higher ranked ones? What the hell?
Well, that
These
is
don't
the
appear
last
to be
one.
ranked.
Are you going from 0 to 1, or what? What are you doing?
Just going down the list.
Yeah, I just went down the list, and there's not numbered
Oh, it wasn't
or
any
ordered.
particular order. Oh, okay. Okay, because Schisms, dude. I'm sorry, that's scary as shit. Blech. Creepy. That table and that noise. Oh, shut it. That freaked me out.
Yeah, so yeah, that was the...
What about the one with Joe Piscopo?
Oh, God. That was frightening for
With
a
the
whole
dancing
different-
doctor?
That was a whole freaking different reason.
Wait a minute. There was no DS9s?
I know.
Yeah.
Do you believe it? Because, Alan Moraine, that was terrifying.
That was not. Stop it.
Well,
That was hilarious.
I would put the one where Ducat is on the other station with the Pa Wraith people as like a Jim Jones type.
Paknor.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Scarier than some
What's
of
the matter,
these.
Ducat? You afraid to take your own medicine?
Yeah.
I don't know if it would be like frightful, scary, but like a creepy, like give you the willies or whatever. To me, it was the one where O'Brien is in the prison for like 20 minutes, but he lives the 20 years.
Yeah.
Or the one where, how about the one where they go with Garrick to Empok Nor, and the Cardassians that were on there come out of stasis, and Garrick, and they're hunting
and he's
them down.
infected too, and
yes,
he becomes the hunter.
Yeah.
And it's like
whoever
game
wrote
of
this list is a
Kardashian.
fucking idiot.
Idiot.
I didn't agree with it, but I thought it was worth some. We could talk. I figured it was something we can talk about and waste some time.
No, you're right.
And in the middle of all this, I'm going to throw in What Lies Beneath from Star Trek Online.
Oh, yes.
That's scarier than Hearts and Minds any day.
Scared the fuck out of me. I'm like,
Tell you what else was scary? The one with Beverly Crusher's grandmother dies. That one was scary that it was even made.
Yeah.
Sub Rosa.
Sub Rosa.
Let's go to another planet that's perfectly an Irish colony.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, your grandmother lived with a ghost? What?
What?
She's gonna make love with the candle.
Were there any other scary episodes in Voyager?
Grimm had one on DS9 when you see Keiko is guest starring. Shriek.
Where's Cat's Paw from TOS?
Right?
Yeah.
Shit, what about Return of the Archons with Red Hour and all of that? And, one with the body.
Oh my god. Thanks,
I like
Steve.
that, Terry. I like that. Oh my god. What
about the one episode of Voyager where they send the Doctor on his first away mission by sending him into the
Beowulf program?
Yeah, the Beowulf program.
Yeah.
Who wrote this article, Mike?
An idiot, apparently.
Get him on now.
Get him on now.
We're in the frame of mind to talk to him.
While you guys talk about that, I found a nifty thing I didn't even know about. But the ship design contest is over at Star Trek Online.
Oh.
Yep.
And the
Omega 1.
The Omega 1. It's a very pretty new ship.
Not to be confused with the Omega 2.
It looks like a mix of the Maelstrom. I kind of like that.
Well, a lot of people have been going back and forth saying it's based off of the old Jupiter class.
Really?
Which if you played the Klingon version of Fleet Alert, it was the big Federation dreadnought that showed up.
I can kind of see that. It's got that big bulk to it. Well, the angle makes it look bulky.
It still kind of has that Maelstrom kind of sweep in the front.
Yeah.
Kind of like it.
I got something even scarier for you.
Oh, what's that?
Me having the balls to put this in the chat room.
Oh, God, I can't look. I'm not looking. I'm really not looking. I know better.
Oh,
God, I'm so glad I'm not looking. Because if Janet went, I'm like, ew, no, I can't watch that. There is another little bit of news. It has nothing to do with Star Trek, but I thought it was kind of interesting and fun. But Forbes has announced on October 30th that Captain America Civil War,
thank you, son,
the trailer will be attached to Star Wars.
Interesting.
You're welcome. Jeez, they won't get any views on that trailer.
You think? So
do you think Marvel's going to try to try to surpass Star Wars.
Don't you think that's what Disney would really love?
I think that's kind of what Disney is trying to set up.
I don't think it'll happen.
Disney executives are going to be bathing in wine.
As long as they send a little bit down to those of us who have a few shares, I'm okay with it. This is cool news though, because it does mean that we're moving forward with the Civil War storyline, which means that I know that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is going to perk up again.
Oh, that's going to be wild.
It's going to be nuts. It's going to be nuts.
I just got to let you know, we have a half an hour left. I'm shaking. I'm shaking. Like, literally, I'm shaking.
That's crap.
His body's a full-fledged disco.
Rocking back and forth.
Did you hear her?
Yes, his body is a full-fledged disco.
I'm trying to determine, or trying to figure out, should I try to drive home?
No.
No.
I mean, it's only
don't.
15
Mike,
minutes.
No,
but
Mike.
No.
More
Mikey,
people
you
die
need
from
to
falling asleep at the wheel than drunk.
And rest, and
Saying.
then when you are well rested,
Yes.
that's when you may go home.
Please
What
don't
is it?
do
Most
that.
accidents are within 5 miles of the house?
Yes.
That's true.
And
Yeah, I know. Don't make
Don't make me get a mom on you.
so, like, Lady Renegade has spoken. Don't make me come out there. It's just not out of you.
Dude, when she pulls out her fucking champion's name.
Johnny Snowball, I'm going to kick you in the shin. He says, may as well go for another 12
I just
hours.
saw that, and I don't even know what to say to that.
You had the whole twitchy eye thing, right? That started
Yeah.
off the show?
I'm sorry, Johnny. Unlike
was it you, Janet,
we
that
haven't
had the
slept.
who had the twitchy eye?
I had the twitchy eye.
You had
I
the
did
twitchy
too.
eye.
No, I did too.
Oh, you did too. Okay.
Now I have the twitchy knee and hands. Dude, I look like Michael J. Fox. Let me just put it like that.
He be twitchy.
I was thinking lore, but that's a little more than that. Well, speaking of Star Wars, the thing I've noticed, several different reports from several different locations, and then it's not, getting a fan backlash to some degree. Some are saying, I understand, it's okay. Others are like, screw that. Is all the reports of theaters saying no masks, no helmets, no pretend
We talked
stormtrooper
about
rifles.
that, yeah, when Dayton was on.
Yeah.
And a lot of that's just because of what happened in Denver. During the theater shooting there. Oh, somebody's awake.
Oh, hello.
I think it is understandable to.
Oh, that's very sweet, Graham.
But
thank you,
no
Graham.
Grim said if you have to get home, he'll call Uber for you.
Sorry, David. Keep going.
Well, I understand it. Covering your face type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
The stormtrooper Han Solo blaster is okay, but then when they say no lightsabers, I'm like, you're gonna attack a theater with a plastic.
No, they're going to be turning them on.
It's because people turn them on, and it
during the
becomes
movie.
Distraction during the movie. And trust me when I say, fanboys and girls can't help themselves.
Oh man,
they can't help themselves. They turn them on, it glows up, and it just bothers. It becomes a huge problem and a distraction for the people who are actually trying to watch the film. It sucks. It sucks. So yeah. There you go. Oh my God, Captain Gecko's back in the room.
Wow.
I know. And we were just talking about Star Trek Online and shit. So.
He's checking on us.
He is checking on us.
Mike, this is for you in the chat room.
Oh God, I can't look.
The safety jihadist is not amused by your infideling.
So, oh my gosh, crazy week. I know that it's only 9:30, but I want to get kind of the announcements out of the way just to make sure that we address them, because we do have some prizes to give away before the end of the show. So
I have something to say.
Go ahead.
Announcements.
I like Mike in the back. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Actually, I said that live right now.
Oh, you did?
That's got to be added.
Oh my God, that's too cute. I love these. These are so cute. The new announcements are, first and foremost, I think a lot of people really helped us out over the past few weeks by filling out a bunch of polls regarding your favorite episodes of any particular series, whether it was Enterprise all the way through to Voyager. That data has been compiled all together now, and we have been able to, Alan has actually kind of compiled that all together in different aspects. But our goal for the 50th anniversary was to address the top 50 Star Trek episodes for the 50. So beginning, I believe, next week, we will be addressing 1 or 2 episodes a week and talking about the top 50 for 50. So thank you all so very much for participating in those polls. It's going to be fun. It's going to be very fun, and I think the results may surprise you, at least with a few of them. So it's going to be fun. We'll kind of go over what those episodes are going to be beforehand, so it might not start for 2 weeks. I think next week we'll start with the announcement of what the next week's will be. How's that?
Yeah, give listeners a chance to watch.
Listen to watch as well if they want to join in the conversation.
Exactly.
So should I predict the top TNG episode is Shades of Grey?
Alan has a whole bunch of numbers. He will be able to talk about not just the top episodes of any particular series, but also the bottom episodes of any particular series. Because people who filled out these forms filled out their opinion on every single episode. It's pretty amazing. So that's the big announcement. We really wanted to say this is our celebration of the 50th anniversary of Star Trek, was to discuss the top 50 episodes of all of Star Trek.
Steve.
Mm-hmm. Al,
hit it.
Al,
play the special one for this.
That's right.
We have a special one for this.
Which bit are we doing? Sorry.
50 for 50.
Oh, that bit. Okay.
Yes.
What's your favorite episode? GNT shows 50 for 50.
Oh, that was so cute.
I was too busy looking at memes.
Careful, this will become memes.
Do we have any other bumpers that we have not played throughout the 25 hours? Maybe we should...
Yeah, we've got Ask Dayton.
Oh,
Coffee
yes.
Clutch. Life Pod 1, I don't think we got round to that. We did listener mail a few hours ago.
We did get Life Pod 1 because it cracked me up.
Did I play it?
Yeah,
I did.
Yes, you played it.
You can play it again.
Yeah.
Because it was cute.
And play the ones that we haven't heard yet so people might be inspired to...
Okay, I'll line them up.
Yeah, David hung out some good ones.
What did you do this week? Coffee Clutch.
Oh.
Abandoned ship. Get to the life pods. Life Pod 1. Hey, I need to talk to you. Listener mail. Let's watch a Star Trek movie. Movie news.
It's got that Beastie Boy sound for New Trek.
The only one that we haven't done is the closing credits.
Okay.
Let's save that one for a minute. I want to play convention news one more time just because I love that one.
Convention news.
I love that one.
So funny.
I even gave her my little dictat. And I told her, hold it over your head and yell with all your... I had her stand like 2-3 steps back from the mic, so, and then she was like, Kah! Yeah.
So it was method acting.
Yeah, she got into the role.
She stood around going, "You talking to me? Are you talking to me?"
Do we have any other announcements?
Yes.
I'm
shaking like the bastard child of
shaking,
Michael J. Fox and Katharine Hepburn.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God.
I mean, I really can't think of anything except, going back to the total and the last donation that we received.
So should we do one? Okay, can
is this
no,
this would be the? Is this going to be the final?
No, I was thinking of about what
for the amount and
No, I think we get a few more minutes before we do that. I thought to myself as I sat here looking over with the amazing guest list of the past, quite frankly, 23 and a half hours, we would like to send out our thanks once again to the following people. Brandon Felcher, Bren Flakes, Terry Erdman and Paula Block, Al Rivera, Dayton Ward, Terrace Cassidy from Geek Nation Tours, everyone at Club 602. We adore having you on when we can.
Maybe -1.
Eric Stillwell, Scott Pearson, who I believe kind of got shoved right in there as well.
Yeah, joined us on the fly.
Yeah, he did. It was awesome. Jara and Amy from Women at War.
Yeah.
Charity and all of the artists that joined her from Bye Bye Robot. Thomas the Cat from Star Trek Online. Evie Vincent.
You forgot Nick.
And Nick DeGuide from Star Trek Online, who popped in for a little bit and joined us. I think with Dayton. Yeah, that was really fun.
Yes.
Yes.
Evie Vincent from Drunken Star Trek. Jen Ucelis, the Klingon pop warrior and beer aficionado.
Spent 2 hours with us?
Oh, so much fun. Janet, thank you so much for being able to discuss the writing process and the project that can be for some people, NaNoWriMo.
My pleasure.
Really fun. And thank you again for donating your signed book as one of the prizes. That was very, very sweet.
Yeah.
If you want to, you can get her book, Untrustworthy, from Amazon, correct?
You better believe it.
Yes.
My real live name is Janet Gershon Siegel, and I'm the only person on the planet with the name Gershon Siegel, so I'm very easy to find on Google.
But I will tell you, some Gershon Siegel with some light dusting of garlic powder, it's wonderful.
Later, baby.
We'd also like to extend our thanks to Larry Nemechek.
He was our Alec Trebek for Star Trek Jeopardy.
For Star Trek Jeopardy. The lovely, and oh my God, so sweet. That was the first time I got to meet her, was Kirsten Beyer.
Yes.
Wonderful Voyager author.
And she was here for the Jeopardy tomfoolery.
And she really was. She was here for the tomfoolery.
She was part of it.
She was here for the next guest.
Which was Mark Cushman, the author of Star Trek These Are the Voyages, plus a new book about Irwin Allen.
And she started some shit with James.
And threw the shit down for James Swallow.
She also cracked me up during Jeopardy because she was like, "Is this the game?"
Well, and after throwing shit down about James Swallow must have had some kind of psychotic experience and woke up in the UK knowing that she was cursing his name.
I tweeted that she was cursing him
out. You did?
Yeah.
So he drops
Mark Cushman joined us again. Thank you so much, Mark. It's always so much fun to talk to you.
And he was with us for a long time.
Then
on his vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was. He had just come back. Again,
Kirsten, she also was taking time out of her writing time to join.
Yes.
Thank her.
We'd also like to extend our thanks to Kenna, Mark, and Winters from Priority One podcast. It's nice to be able to reconnect with Priority One. It's been a long time, and I know that they're going through some changes, and I'm excited for them. So congratulations. Then we were surprised by Mr. James Swallow, who joined us and talked about Star Trek Titan, as well as some of the other work that he is doing on a new TOS book, which will be released, I believe he said, in February or March, just in time for the beginning of the 50th anniversary shindigs.
Mm-hmm.
Then Adrian Gravy got to pop in for about, 15 minutes?
It was almost 20, but
we got to talk to her for a little bit before we were joined by James Kerwin and Kipley Brown. Again, celebrating Kipley's new role in Star Trek Online.
And it was nice because they overlapped with all of them overlapped. With James Swallow overlapped with Adrian, and then with James and Kipley.
Right.
So we had two James in the room.
We had two James in the room, and James Swallow, who actually plays Star Trek Online, as does James Kerwin. So we got to talk about Star Trek. It was really fun. That was a really fun conversation.
Which one is the new honorable James?
That's James Kerwin.
James Kerwin is the new honorable James.
I'm not
he
calling
was just
him
made a member of the Royal Society of Arts. Yeah, Alan even peeked up on that one. He's like, holy crap. Yeah, seriously, it was just, So thanks again to James and Kipley. We always love talking to you. And again, congratulations on your new role in Star Trek Online. We love her. Administrator, I can't pronounce her name, but she is Lucari. That is her species.
Yeah.
All right. Then we talked about we did a book club. Yes,
we
did. We talked about shit. Then we did a life pod one. We did a couple of life pod ones, and we decided to kill off Jordy several times.
Yes. And he deserved it.
He deserved it. By the end of it, we all hated him so much, and I didn't hate him at the time. I really didn't. And then you guys made me hate him.
Now Terry can't stand the sight of him.
No, he's just what? He's just too easy to hack.
Doing debut.
He's just too easy to hack. That's all there is.
Well, at what point was it where Midnight and especially Sunrise led into the discussion of the Klingon honor code and then the Ferengi and all that?
That was with Priority 1.
That was with Priority 1. And we did discuss Midnight and Sunrise. That's what started it all off, and then everything kind of went to shit.
Because that was the British version of the show, because we had so many accents running around.
Oh my god, it was everybody from Priority 1, each of whom has a different accent, and then throw in James Swallow.
Yeah, because I think Winters is Irish, Mark is Scottish, Henna is English. So
and then you and Swallow.
Then you.
you.
Then you. And then the last couple of hours have been this going live show.
This nervous breakdown.
This nervous breakdown.
We're all beginning to.
I stopped being able to math at 2:00, so I want.
No, which 2:00?
Yeah, that.
I want to take a minute to thank everyone that donated items.
Yes.
First of all, Johnny Snowball.
Thank you. Thank
you so much.
Yes, and Paul.
Thank you.
I mean,
yes.
Truly above and beyond, and what an amazing gift that you are giving to somebody through us and allowing us to be that conduit.
I want to thank Star Trek.
That one out of my ass.
I also want to thank Star Trek Online for the Delta Rising and Legacy of Romulus pack. Thank you so much.
We'd also like to thank CBS Products. So everybody over there, Marion, Cordry, John Van Sitters, and Holly, thank you so much for sending us the big box of stuff.
Oh, Holly English was in on that too?
Well, it was mostly Marion, but I wanted to make sure everybody knew that I knew who was over there. So,
Janet, thank you.
It was mostly Marion, so.
You're welcome.
Well, and then,
your book.
And Janet.
As an impromptu kind of surprise thing, Jen, you sell us with
Oh, yes, that's right.
Yes, her CDs.
With the download.
Yeah. Jen, thank you very much for that. Terry, you and we also contributed some of our
models and books.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to thank you for your contributions.
You guys are very welcome. You know, I love the show and I love doing it, and I'm just glad that
I contributed to Star Trek Catan.
Oh,
you did?
Yes.
Special thanks to David
finally
and,
got rid of that bitch.
Special thanks to David for
and to Sensei all.
Yes.
For joining us and keeping us company.
Save our bacon.
Contributed time and energy to help keep us going, and most importantly,
yes, he's gonna cry.
He is. I don't understand. Are you serious?
He is. He's tired, and he's a big-hearted guy, and we are too. But I know where he's going from.
What is a Klingon without passion?
That's right.
And I hate to say this. I despise saying this, but Steve, good job. Oh, it hurts.
But thank you to every single person who donated.
Like shooting a knife.
I also want to thank our listeners.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Yes.
Every single person who donated your time to listen to us.
And I had fun. Okay. I had fun reading The Raven with Janet.
Yeah. Oh my God, that was awesome. I'll do it. I'll do that with you any year you want.
Nice.
Awesome. Very cool. But again, thanks to every single one of our listeners.
We do this
by donating money and donating your time, just by being with us and spending time with us and sharing Star Trek with us. You make us feel very special.
We've had at least 15 visitors in here pretty much the entire time.
The entire time. That chat room has had people in it. It has been full. We did not expect that. by any stretch of the imagination did we think
we
that
really
would
thought
have
we'd
a
be
full
talking
chat
to
room.
ourselves for a lot of it.
Seriously.
Particularly at like
Especially
3 a.m.
3 a.m. Right. And then at 3 a.m., all of a sudden, everybody started showing up, and I'm like, "What are they doing up so early?"
They were checking in on us.
There were.
They were seeing if we were still going or if we were going to be faking it.
Yeah.
The recording was going to skip or
Awesome.
something.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so very much. Now I think it's time that we give away the big prizes. So, yes,
well,
what, David?
What? I just wanted to say real quick that the fact that people are in the chat room and it didn't go quiet, it was constant talking. The listeners, the hits to your site, especially the donations, people wouldn't do that if it wasn't quality content.
Thank you.
And personalities that are just fun. It's like there's times you guys get into serious debates and big, almost an argument about serious
almost
issues.
An argument.
Well, right, right, exactly. And then there's times
you heard the Klingon.
Exactly. Well, and then there's times it's just shooting the shit, laughing and goofing off. But every part of it is, good content, good analysis of Trek, great personalities, and so it's a testament to you guys and the show that you do.
Thanks.
That is why the audience is there.
Namaste.
And however, I do need to say, to be honest with you, we have one very special group of people to say thank you to. And to be honest with you, we wouldn't have listeners,
Chloe and Casey,
if we didn't have a show, and we wouldn't have a show if we hadn't met in Star Trek Online.
It's true.
So everybody,
Al, this is all your fault.
It's all your fault. So I never want to hear you complain. No, it's true. We all met through a really wonderful Star Trek game. We all shared a significant passion for the television shows, and that passion came out in heated discussions in our fleet team speak. So if it weren't for people who loved us and said, "Oh my God, Terry and Nick, you guys argue the best. You should start a podcast," and for us to kind of go, "Oh, gee, we should we? Let's try it." And we just did. And God, 5 years later, and we have an extremely successful show with wonderful listeners and such wonderful connections now to the Star Trek family. It really is. Thank you so much for opening that door.
Steve asked if we forgot to mention Alan.
Yeah, and I would add also Alan, Janice, Jay, all of our
every
others.
single one of our spouses or girlfriends or boyfriends, whoever who put up with us.
That have, I mean, my husband will listen to me in the early morning and he can only hear my side of it, and he's sitting there laughing.
Oh, I thought you snarled.
Did Alan
24 hours. I've had my wife and son sitting in their bedrooms because I've been taking up the lounge for broadcasting.
Oh my. They are such troopers. So let's get to it.
Without further ado. So
let's begin with the winner take everything that's left over prizes.
Okay.
So that is okay. Go ahead. Yes, please.
We're gonna ring this.
We're 25 hours into this and we're still not ready when he does that. Oh, who has the flaming pullovers going around it? That's beautiful. Nice.
Oh my God.
All right. So this is for the Ship of the Line's poster collection. The Star Trek 2016 daily calendar.
Yes.
The Star Trek Alien Ship model kit set, which is the Ferengi, the Klingon Bird of Prey, and the Romulan Warbird, assembly required.
Airplane glue.
Airplane glue. The TNG Season 8 Warped, and the autobiography of James T. Kirk.
And a Skeletrek.
Okay, what is a Skeletrek?
It's like one of those little action figures that look like Dia de los Muertos, like Day of the Dead figurines.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's kind of wild.
The person who donated this hour and receives all of that is Janice Sanborn.
Yay!
I tried to So congratulations, thank you. And Now for the matter
big
at
drum
hand.
roll. Big drum roll. Everybody's look at all this production staff is gathered on the stage now. We're all holding hands. It's a very, very touching moment. I'm not putting my martini down though.
Yes.
Because of all of you, we were able to raise $1,317.
Nice.
Thank you guys. Thank you so very
the
much.
Fireworks.
That's
Thank you for everything.
Thank you so much.
And the big wiener.
Who is the big wiener?
The big wiener.
Who's the big wiener?
The big winner of the Star Trek commander level ticket for Star Trek Las Vegas 2016 is Robert Reyes.
Oh, very deserving.
That's awesome. Congratulations, Robert.
We will be in touch with all of our winners probably midweek. I'm going to sleep.
Yeah, after we wake up.
What was it? $1,317.
$1,17.
$1,300 even. $1,317.
And 17 cents.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you guys again. That will go an extremely long way to paying for our servers and our server costs and our chat room costs and everything for the next year. So thank you so very much. We can't thank you enough for being such wonderful support and having such a great time with us over a 25-hour period of time and letting us entertain you. We love you very much. And I guess I want to let everybody else say goodbye. Sunsail and David, thank you for joining us and keeping us company.
You're welcome.
Janice, congratulations. I hope you don't mind, but I'm going to keep your shit till you get here in August.
Except for the calendar.
Okay, I'll send you the calendar. Yeah, that's true. You need the calendars. Yeah, you need those. I can do that. Okay, we'll find a way. We'll box them. But thank you for joining us. And two very, very special thank yous to Steve and to Janet. The amount of work that you put in to bring together what was the craziest idea that I think Nick had ever come up with. Was, we can do this Jerry Lewis telethon thing. And we all went, yeah. And
So you guys want to do it again next week?
I'm up for it.
No.
Maybe not next week.
Who said
Maybe
that?
the week after?
Who said I'm up for it?
I've got finals.
The only person here who's a robot with emotions.
Oh, Steve. Okay.
With an emotions is Steve, right? But again, I'm going to just say right now, you guys don't understand the amount of work that Janet does in the background. She is our search engine optimization officer. She's really amazing. She has increased our views into all forms of social media. And if you ever need somebody on a professional level or hear of somebody who needs an experienced SEO, we would never be able to recommend her highly enough. Her services have been phenomenal. So thank you. And Steve, dude, after 50 some odd hours of being awake, I first off apologize for keeping you awake so much longer.
No,
but thank you so very much. You've outdone yourself with the soundboard too. You had us laughing the entire time, and thank you because that was.
Well, I do have one last sound.
Uh-oh.
Well, are all of your have you said everything you need to say, Terry?
No, because we have yet to say our goodbyes. But I also want to say thanks to my other two co-hosts, because without you, we wouldn't have the show. And Mike, without the amazing work you did to schedule everything, to arrange everything, to bring in all of our guests, to be the sweetest producer ever.
Stop it. Stop it.
Thank you. We love you so very much. And you really are the gears that make this machine run.
I can't believe that we all made it without any of us napping during this.
Seriously,
I really thought we had planned, so that one of us could take like a 20-minute nap here or a half-hour nap there, whatever, and cover for each other.
We didn't have time.
No, we really didn't.
We didn't have time. So we didn't, and Mike, thank you so much. I mean, you outdid yourself, and you deserve to get some sleep. So no driving home until you.
I will not be driving home.
Go to sleep.
You better not.
Call the office and tell them I'm staying another day.
Awesome. Nice to hear.
Yeah.
Okay, that is all for the craziest episode 212 plus 22 hours you're ever going to hear. Love you guys. Until next time, and episode 213.
Robert Reyes just came in from work.
You missed your winnings, dude. So congratulations. We love you. Thank you for being such a huge supporter.
You are the big winner.
You are the big winner.
Johnny Holiday, tell him what he missed.
I'll be getting in contact with all of our winners over the next week or so once I'm recovered.
Because he has to funnel me addresses. That's really what it is. But again, thanks you guys. An amazing show. We're all going to go to bed now. Until episode 213, I'm Terry Lynn. Live long and prosper.
Kapla.
Go to sleep, people.
It's been a long road.
Goodbye, everybody.
Getting from
Jolan fucking true.
Woot.
Music for the GNT show is provided by 5-Year Mission, Enterprise Blues Band, Warp 11, Andrew Allen, and Rethor. The GNT show is a BLB production.
Move ahead, walk back to 10. Put a mini skirt on my yo man. Represent the human race. It would make this a happy place. To fully go where no man's gone before. I think I've sang that line once before, but I'm not too sure. We'll be so happy, can't you see? A zero-G community. Gonna travel to new worlds. Team on down and meet some green girls. Gonna see what we can see. Amazing free galaxy. To where no man's gone before. I think I sang that line once before, but I'm not too sure. We'll be so happy, can't you see? A zero-G community. Come and take a tour with me. There'll be no Hans or Kobayashi. Gonna travel to the end and make new friends with aliens. To Boligo where no man's gone before. Space heavy. I think I sang that line once before, but I'm not too sure. We'll be so happy, can't you see? A zero-G community. To Boligo where no man's gone before. Space heavy. I think I sang that line once before, but I'm not too sure. We'll be so happy, can't you see? A zero-G community. Good night, Detroit.